Hello YouTube and welcome back to Jongaa. And as you all will know, and by the title of this video, that there's been a ban list. And it's been a pretty good ban list by Konami ban list standards, especially because the last one didn't really offer us much different. And so I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown on my thoughts in regard to the ban list. And I guess, why should you care? Well, I think I'm a pretty good seasoned player in this game. I do have around 6 premier event tops and countless regionals, so I don't like appealing to authority or to flex any results or anything, but I think, heed my words of advice, especially in regards of investment and future meta changes. Anyway guys, so, the 3 banned cards, Block Dragon, Elion, Jet. Block Dragon I think everyone saw coming. It's a card I loved abusing, and rightfully so. It's just ridiculous. It's so strong. Big fan of Megalith, based on this channel, as you guys might know. And yeah, I think Megalith definitely still functions. It's just not as degenerate. And I know in terms of especially like Emancipator. I think it's still functioning. It's just more fair, right? I think Yugioh can still definitely do some cool stuff because, again, the main problem is these 3 cards are still legal. Hagi Firebrax, Linkross, and LP survived the ban list, and of course, I'm a Dragon Link enthusiast. I'm so happy that LP survived because it's one of my favorite cards to use. And we all know how good Hagi Firebrax and Linkross are. So I think definitely an Emancipator is still, under the radar, quite highly playable. And then, they can ban as many broken tuners as they want. There'll always be something strong to summon off Hagi Firebrax. Just summoning a dragon most of the time in Dragon Link is good enough. But you have cards like Red Rose, even Plague Spreader. There's a lot of good strategies with Auroradon, Deskbot 001, even Violon Cube, such equip spells by making Herd of Arclight. It's super good. There's just so much going on with Hagi Firebrax. They just have to ban it eventually, but I guess while it's around, we'll use it to its fullest potential, of course, because why not? So I guess quick summary, all fine. I don't care about these cards being banned at all. There's so much more broken stuff in the game that you can do. I guess the real spice comes from the limited cards. So, of course, Rusty Barditch, Double Iris, Feather Duster, and Combo the Grave. So, it goes without saying that Rusty Barditch ban was probably a bit excessive. Didn't need to happen. Compare this card to a card like Needle Fiber. I think it's much fairer than Needle Fiber, but that doesn't make it any less broken. This card is insanely good. Again, I think for reasons that people aren't really thinking of, because in case you've forgotten that, Rusty Barditch by itself, you set a Brigadine to your back row, and you send an Ancient Cloak, and then you banish the Ancient Cloak, and you get a Boots, and then you can go special, and you can turn those 2 warriors into Assault straight away. So this is a really interesting dynamic in the game, especially for a lot of broken FTK decks, like FTK Roots and combos like that. But then, of course, needless to say, it is so good for Orcust, Burning Abyss, Phantom Knight, and you can actually summon this quite easily in Dragon Link as well. Especially in a rocket-based, heavy rocket deck, where you can lock yourself into Dark pretty quickly. And with the assistance of a card like Quad Brawl, Delingerous Dragon, cards like that really have great synergy with this card, even in Dragon Link. So that's great. And yeah, 90% sure post Phantom Rage, Burning Abyss, Phantom Knight will be meta, guys. So definitely pick up cheap BA cards, cheap Phantom Knight cores, because they ain't going anywhere. I guess I won't say much quickly about Double Iris. We all know it's really good. Triff did a really good video about this card already, so definitely go check that out. Harpy's Feather Duster, thank God. I don't like back row decks very much, so I'm very happy that this is in the game. It's even if it's not meta relevant, It'll always be meta relevant, whether people think it's not. You just need that strong equalizer card to always fear, so you just don't play back row decks like degenerately or brokenly. And then Call by the Grave is a weird one, especially me is primarily a combo duelist, and someone interested in doing severely powerful combos. I always really like this card, but then when I lose to the best card, I get really mad. Especially because when I'm trying to do a combo-based like strategy, for example, Nimble Angler, and then they would Call by the Grave my Nimble Angler, and my entire deck does not work. I think that's a bit much. Like, that's what I mean. I think this card does too many things that it shouldn't do. Especially, I remember on release, especially in like Trickstar Sky Striker format, where this card would just be randomly, turns 2 and 3, you'd be randomly banishing, Kagaris because they made their second one. Or you're randomly negating Candinas because they've normal the second one. It's like, should that be allowed in the game? Probably not. And I mean, a lot of my friends don't like this card. And it's just kind of that weird necessary evil where I think a lot of combo decks are kind of getting more fair, that it's like, you don't really need this. But then again, combo decks can be so unfair, where you just play through hand traps regardless, so you don't even need it. And of course, it goes without saying, there is triple tactics talent in the game right now. That's whatever. It's not the exact same card, but they serve equivalent purposes most of the time. And I do hope that they release Crossout Designator, because I would rather play Crossout Designator in my combo decks than Call by the Grave, because Crossout Designator can handle Nibiru. So I guess quick summary, amazing limits really from my perspective. Bardich is so cool. I have so many decks coming up around Bardich. I've been working a bit lately, guys, so I haven't been making many videos, but I'll be back to having more time to make videos soon, which is great. I guess the notable semi-limits, I guess, ABC, Toad, great. Toad at 2, great. But, Seer and Graph at 2, amazing. And then I guess tying that in, Tour Guide at 3, oh boy. So, 3-Axis Dragon Link is going to pop off. Like, having Bardich, having Rusty, Cherubini, LP still legal. Oh man, like, 3-Axis Dragon Link just got a big boost. Humongous boost. And again, a lot of combo decks got a humongous boost, because Tour Guide is just nuts. It's so good. It does, like, so many plays that no other card can do. And then again, even if it's design deck, Burning Abyss, Phantom Knight, trust me guys, next set, Phantom Rage, there are some insane XYZ support cards that you'll just be thinking in a few months where you're losing to all these, XYZ cards again, damn. Ryan told me this, why was going to happen? So yeah, definitely, confidently, it's going to be meta. It's going to be so good. It's going to be meta, man. It's going to be so good. And then a card at 3 that I was like, hey, wait, what? Yugioh Gustkraken. So I mean, I did a video with this card with Megaliths and like using Needle Fiber and Cyber Edge or Ben 10 to keep summoning it over and over and over. But I'm gonna try to explain to you guys why this card at 3, like why it's relevant, even if it's at 2, why it's relevant. You don't have to play any other Gishki card in your deck. You just get to play these. You get to play, you can literally go Needle Fiber into Deskbot 1, into Auroradon, into Coltwing, and you can make these weird, like, double Herald of Arclight plays, like in the video, even though Lion is half spanned, who cares? Where you trigger Herald of Arclight, 6-7 times in a turn, that combo is still alive and well. Banlist didn't really hurt that much at all. And so then you add these to your hand, and then it's like, activate Aquamira, tribute 1 Gustkraken for the other one, right? And then you get to put it back in your hand. Like this card being at 1, you couldn't do that before. Aquamira shuffles it back into deck, adds it back to hand. Like, that's just insane. Because in the Megalith Gishki video, shout out above, Rip Bok Dragon, I was using Cyber Angel Ben 10 to perform that combo, but now I don't need that card anymore because I got 2 Gustkrakens. So I definitely want to try and build a Needle Fiber hand loop Gustkraken deck, because I mean, it's pretty crazy. And then I guess, Pantheism, I don't really care about that one. Widow Anchor, whatever. We're just more excited about, Tour Guide at 3-Axis Dragon Link, and, Dragon Link surviving yet again for another format, Link Cross and Needle Fiber. And, stay tuned, guys, because I did have some other creative deck ideas. that I will hopefully get to eventually. But I have to revisit 3-Axis Dragon Link because I'm very, very, very excited about that. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this very long-winded, different style of video. Probably not what most people are here for, but again, I'm trying to, I guess, extend and branch out a bit into more different variety kind of stuff. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Jongaa5 at codicfactory.com. Thank you. My name is Ryan, and peace out. Thanks, guys.